Well, we all need electricity, although I'd been living without it for a few years on Scorig because we were sort of going back to the land and we just had paraffin lamps for quite a while. But electricity is obviously quite an advance and improvement in standard of living, and because there was so much wind on Scorig, it was the obvious choice. And in the winter there it's very dark and there are lots of gales, and to have electric light produced from that violent force of nature that was threatening us, to convert that into something beneficial really made a lot of sense.
How would electricity look to you?
It would look like thunder or lightning, like a storm.
Coal that we burn nowadays comes from all over the world. Originally we were built on the East Lothian coalfield, so there was a ready-made coal supply close to hand with very low transportation costs. Unfortunately, most of the deep mines in Scotland are now closed. We did have a substantial open cast mine locally at Blindwells. That's now been closed down. All the coal was used. There is some talk about opening up further open cast sites in East Lothian, but that's a delicate and sensitive political issue. Open cast mining does come at a cost. But we buy coal from, as I said earlier, all over the world: South Africa, South America, Australia. It's normally imported to Hunterston terminal on the west coast, and it's transported to us mainly by rail.
Well, basically you have to have enough wind in the first place, and I don't think people realise how much the wind varies. Today there's hardly any wind, just enough to shift those flags, and it would be very difficult to harness that. However, when you get windy weather, there's a massive surplus of energy, and so you're riding between these two extremes. What you're trying to do is slow the wind down and remove the kinetic energy that it has, and you do that by putting up some blades that revolve, and in that process that creates a mechanical torque that drives the generator. It's very simple. The generator nowadays, the sort that we're building on this course, is very, very simple. You just have some permanent magnets. Nowadays they're very powerful and quite cheap. You have magnets that just move past coils, and as they move past the coils they induce a voltage in the coil, and you connect that up to the battery and it generates your electricity. So it couldn't be simpler.
What do you think that is?
The
little symbol.
I don't know, that thing there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think it looks like?
An injection.
Nah.
Well, I suppose because I'm a bit obsessed with wind energy, I find industrial scale wind farms enormously attractive.
Look at them, look.
And I actually, if I go on a sort of pilgrimage up to a hilltop and stand underneath one of those machines, I come down feeling physically high because of the sensation of all that natural energy being harnessed and used for human purposes.
I don't think we can build wind farms fast enough to meet the generating needs. So for me, the government really has to come up with a balanced energy policy. How are we going to move forward into the future? Because the wind power just can't come fast enough.
I just can't really understand why mankind gave up on renewable energy about 100 years ago and started using fossil fuels.
Drops down the hoppers into this coal feeder. The coal your mills. Pulverised there into a very fine powder. It's almost like talcum powder. Then it's fired into the boilers with air and ignited.
The main mechanisms, I suppose, we take coal in, which is chemical energy. We burn that in a boiler, which converts it to heat energy.
It goes right to the top of the building, then it curves over, back down.
That heat energy is converted to mechanical energy in our turbines, which rotate.
There are 4 cylinders, high pressure cylinder, intermediate pressure, and 2 LP cylinders. Convert the steam into mechanical.
And that mechanical energy is used to convert into electrical energy in our generators themselves. So the basic mechanism is chemical to heat, heat to mechanical, mechanical to electrical.
I think they make it comes from wires.
And how does it travel in the wires?
It goes, well, see, the wires are connected to all the lampposts and everything that there's like big long wires, and it's attached to them lampposts up at the top there, and it comes through there to get the light in the lampposts and the house. Check 1 2 1 2.
Ages ago, you drew that, and you drew this on a bit of paper, and I just like drawn what you drew here to remember, but I can remember it now.
I'm remembering something on a bit of paper.
And it says, you told me that electricity goes into the lines, and you went like zoom, 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 like that into this and showed me, and you drew it down to show me what you were saying. And when it gets in, it's like
Lightning.
like a firework, you said, and you did these big like boom boom motions with your hands, and you said, and it's red and it lights up and it glows in the dark, and you said electricity. It's electricity that goes in and makes love, and it goes out to everybody in the whole world and lights them all up, and that's what you told me.
That was, right, this is a good view. Yeah. Look.
Goes way back, I suppose, when I was a kid. Started stripping down old radiograms and transistor radios and so on, and just became interested.
Initially it was just a couple of 12-volt bulbs, but after that, in the nature of human progress, we got more and more electricity and more appliances, and now we've got washing machine, TV, computers, fax machines, hoovers, everything that a normal house would have.
Television, a heater, lights, phone, the radio, mummy's charger, a video, and that's it. That's and that's it. A hoover, a radio, a light, a clock. No, that's it. That's a heater. That's it. A light, iron, no, hairdryer, a heater. That's it. A keyboard, a lighter, and a shower. That's and a light.
Come on, Sharon.
Night, night.
It's bedtime.
Night. And that's it. Right, this is a good view. Yeah. Look.